It's Nolan. Yeah, Southside nigga. Y'all know what's going on, man. Real shit. Ayy, ain't no way to stop it when a nigga poppin'. Pull up, start a problem, I got plenty options. Homies from the project with a trending topic. I got bennies in my wallet, fuck your all that I got is all I could get. Flooded the Nile and I flooded my wrist. Tell me I rap for the glamour and glitz. Got on my shit, now they rent me on list. Filling my pocket, I'm taking a trip. Call me a genie, I'm filling my wish. When it come down to me and get in my bag, I gotta get it, I pay for the lift. I got a baby, we coming legit. Roll with the big dogs. I need my cut like fit now. Buddy got shot like Sim car. Married to the game like in-laws. Do what I please, move with the breeze. Fly to Belize. Shot this shit, love me, she come in the tease. Ready the haters, we cutting the weeds. Give me my space, oh man. Got me a taste, oh man. Flooded the face, I'm running the race. I cover the bases, all down. Nigga, don't try me, I'm on my square. Cardiac diamonds, I want me a pill. Treat all this money like I got a meal. Everything closer than it might appear, yo. Bitch, I got my mask on now. Want your germs here. I've been getting paid since the first time on my third tip. Popping on the net, fuck a local, I got turf here. Fucking with the squad, we gon' put y'all in some merch, yeah. Ain't no way to stop it when a nigga poppin'. Pull up, start a problem, I got plenty options. Homies from the project with a trending topic. I got bennies in my wallet, fuck your Benny out.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody is doing well. If you like that intro I just played, that song is called Poppin'. That is another unreleased record. If y'all want it, just tell me. I will set it up. You know what I'm saying? Because we're coming toward the end of the year. We're going into the fall. I haven't released a lot of music since Southside Nolan. We still got more to do with the Southside Nolan album. But I am feeling like we need to get some more singles in circulation and stuff like that. Because I know y'all be liking these intros and stuff. So if y'all fuck with that record, I will set it up after, you know what I'm saying? After we get Big Dog out, we'll probably get Paradise out, and then this poppin' record could come out too as we close out the year, or, you know, just depending on how y'all support them things. We'll see how the next one comes. All right, moving on. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about Miss Cardi B, and we're going to be talking about GloRilla. Both of them have found themselves in similar situations, you know what I'm saying, as it pertains to the fans and the critics. And sometimes those two groups of people can interchange, you know what I'm saying, intermingle. They can be a little bit confusing on which side of the fence you might find yourself on any given time of the day. But both artists have found themselves under the gun with people that claim to be fans, right? Or maybe they are, that basically are critiquing their moves and trying to impose their thoughts, their will, and how they should be going about things, you know, right up on them. Now, it's one thing for me, because I think I kind of exercise the space of both. I'm a fan of artists and I'm a critic. Like, I'm a YouTube channel that speaks on this stuff. It's my job to be a critic at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it to take people down. It's just to give commentary. But I have been seeing a lot of artist fans, they jump in their mentions and they jump in their comments and try to tell them what to do. You know, I give my idea of what I think, but I would never walk up to Cardi B or GloRilla in real life and be like, look here, you need to do this, 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 and this. And they'd be like, okay, nigga, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we saw that Cardi B, one, she found herself in two situations. Number one, she posted that she was at the Atlantic Correctional Facility, aka the studio, getting this album together, getting it ready for the fans. And apparently her joke was not well received. There was a lot of people out there that have felt like her calling the studio Atlantic Correctional Facility, they felt like it was lending credibility to the fact that Cardi B really doesn't enjoy doing music, that she doesn't really enjoy being an artist, which is a narrative that's been circulating on her for years, because she does have a pretty slim output if you want to just focus on studio albums. She's dropped a lot of music, she dropped a lot of singles, but we haven't seen an album in some time. Everybody knows that. We've talked about it numerous times on the channel. It does get a little bit tedious waiting for this album, but it does seem that it's in motion. So I don't know what people want. Anyway, she called it Atlantic Correctional Facility. People say, you ain't really dedicated to the game, baby. You on some bullshit. And I knew it. You know what I'm saying? That's really what came out was I knew it. I knew she didn't like being an artist. I knew she didn't like doing music. I knew this was just a hustle. Well, as with all things, Cardi B had to clap back. Why? Beats me. You know, it just goes to show me giving my suggestions here on Inside the Industry, you know, I can't make her do a motherfucking thing. But she says, the fact that I made a little joke about the studio because I've been mixing and mastering about 40 to 50 songs and y'all turned that into I hate creating is crazy. This is why artists don't interact anymore because y'all will take one little joke and stretch it wider than y'all assholes. I don't know what it is with her and booty hoes this year. You know what I'm saying? Earlier, a couple months ago when Joe Budden basically made it seem like the album was never coming. She said, how would you know that? You ain't never talked to none of my team. If you think you know somebody up at Atlantic that got some info, they lied to you because my team that actually handles my music is tighter than my booty hole. So it's hey, chill that shit out. Right? So one Twitter user jumps in her mentions and says, what do you create? LOL, honest question. She says hits and beautiful ass kids. She is a clapback queen. That is something she do. You know what I mean? I don't always be down with the get down, but you know, that's who she is. That's who she's been. Seems like that's who she's going to continue to be. Either like her for it, love her for it, or hate her for it. There's a lot of people in each group. She then comes back and says, God forbid I make a little sarcastic jokey joke about motherhood. Y'all gonna claim I hate my kids and call CPS. Dweebs. Now, what I will say about that is you've been a celebrity longer than you've been an actual rapper or a successful rapper. I'll say that. You've been a celebrity for probably 10 years now, if we count Love and Hip Hop and all that good shit. So you should understand what being in the limelight is about, especially the little sarcastic jokey jokes that used to be okay when you had, you know, just a couple 100,000 followers or whatever the case may be, like that little exclusive group, that little exclusive crew that you had that was following you on day to day. You know what I'm saying? When you used to get just like, you know, 5,000 views on your lives and stuff like that. You can't talk the same way that you did to those people, right? Because now everything that you say is going to be spread very far and wide. You've got the entire industry, and we're not just talking about music, we're talking about the entertainment industry. So things that you say are now getting documented on shows like Entertainment Tonight, Us Weekly, all this bullshit out here. You know what I'm saying? Even white media covers Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? Which is a luxury that a lot of rappers don't tend to have. So, yes, making a little jokey joke if you say something about motherhood that seems a little off kilter, people are going to get worried about that. Whether or not they've seen you being a good mother in the past, people don't, you know what I mean? This celebrity shit is weird. Good mothers go bad in real life. People that seemingly love their kids to pieces can do some very heinous things to their children because they've had enough, because they're in a stressful situation, because who the fuck knows why, right? So, yeah, I think you might want to not do that. When it comes to calling the studio the Atlantic Correctional Facility, I don't see no harm in that. It was a joke. But unfortunately, there is a large group of people out there that feel that you're not dedicated to the craft in no way, shape, or form. So, of course, when they see you say that, it makes them feel validated in their opinion, whether they're right, wrong, or not. They're going to stand on business because that's what they've been saying about you anyway for the past 5 years or longer. Right? But for the people out there that are actually waiting on the music and actually want to see it come out, you now have a number, right? She says she's got 40 to 50 songs that are about to go through the mixing and mastering process. Mixing and mastering, just a quick thing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody may not know what this is. It's just where you're fine tuning the music, right? Because you could go in the studio and just lay down recordings all day, but it ain't ready to be consumed by the masses until it gets both mixed and mastered. Now, mixing, that's getting the levels right between like all of the musical notes, you know what I'm saying? The drums, the 808, the claps, the kicks, the snare drums, all that shit, along with the vocals, and making it sound like one solid piece of work, right? Where it doesn't sound like a bunch of isolated sounds going out of everywhere. It's got to come together to sound like music, right? So that's what the mixing process does. You're turning stuff up, turning stuff down, you're applying reverb, you're applying all of these different things, right? The mastering process is now that you've got the mixed version of the song, it goes through mastering, which typically is getting the song ready for the DSPs, the iTunes, the Apple Music, the Tidal, to make sure that when it comes out, it sounds on par with the rest of the industry, right? Or it sounds on par with the overall tone of the album. You're now getting everything uniform to where if you're listening to track 1 to track 15 or however many, these songs all don't sound similar or the same, but they sound sonically even, or as even as you can get, to where when you listen to track 1, it's not leaps and bounds louder when you listen to track 2, 3, 4, etc. Right? Just quick. We ain't got to go through this too much. Just making sure that it's got that final oomph on it. So if it's getting to the point where they're putting that final oomph, what I'm assuming is if they're taking 40 to 50 songs, getting all that stuff fine-tuned, then they're going to be picking out the final track list pretty soon, because that means all of the songs have been completed, they're in their final stages, and they're ready to be packaged. So that does tell y'all the album coming. This is the most information we've had about Cardi B and the album that we've had, period. You know what I'm saying? She's been very, mum about this. I think when Hot Shit came out, there was a little bit more information out, because that was around the time she did that Angie Martinez interview. She talked about doing a Spanish album and all of that type of stuff back then, which seems like that's still maybe on the table for her at some point based on the project or the song she did with Peso Pluma. She worked with Shakira this year. You know, when she wasn't doing hip hop, she was doing Spanish music with other artists in that arena. So that still may be on the table. But at this point, all you can do is sit back and wait. You got to let her do her shit, go through her process. But I think for people that are actually fans of her, y'all already knew that. Okay. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, there was a Cardi B sighting, I believe, out in New York. And somebody was inside a Starbucks. And I guess while they're waiting in line, they happen to look outside and boom, 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 boom. Cardi B's out there baby bumping, not going to Starbucks necessarily, but she's on the phone talking to somebody. She's got a clear cup, look like she has some OJ or something. I hope it's OJ and not nothing else, for her sake. And, they like, oh my God, it's Cardi B out here. No security, no nothing. So then that became a big topic of conversation. Her fans started bombarding her in the comments saying, yo, you need to get your security team. Why you out here by yourself? You too famous to be out here maneuvering by yourself. Plus you pregnant. Somebody could snatch you up. Somebody could kidnap you. Somebody can run off with you. Somebody could come hit you over the head with a brick like Craig. Somebody could do this and that. So once again, as with all things Cardi B, she didn't take too kindly to everyone trying to tell her what the hell to do. So she clapped back on that too. Okay. Let me pull that part up. All right. So after being flooded with more concerned posts from fans over the clip, Barty attempted to snuff out any notion of her being vulnerable by alluding to her staying scrapped. She said, my house got 24/7 security. I'm very spontaneous and I like my privacy. Sometimes I want to go to the deli or make a quick Target run. I'm not waiting around till security come. Also, I always got something on me, which has been deleted since then, but that was her sentiment. Okay. Somebody else jumped in and said some shit. Same type of thing. She ended up coming out and saying it was like 9 a.m. and I was hungry. Also, nobody finna touch me. She doubled down on that. And then she also came out and said, love y'all, but please stop talking to me like this. I hate being babied. I do this. Okay. Someone comes out and tries to, I guess, allude to her response being a trauma response. She said, what the fuck y'all be talking about? Y'all need help. It was 9 a.m. and I went to get a bacon, egg, and cheese. Stop with this crybaby shit. She then follows up and says, y'all too pussy. Let me get off this app because y'all irritating me and it's not even funny. Okay? Now, as with most things concerning this woman, I sit in a duplicitous position, right? Because I get exactly what she means, right? She wants to have her privacy. She doesn't want to be bombarded and surrounded by security 24/7. She wants to just make a quick run. And out here in Atlanta, I've known that she's done this. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I've seen her personally, but I've heard about her being spotted in Target a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And it was all cool, and people pretty much tried to respect her space for the most part. Out of New York, you know, it's a very busy town. A lot of times motherfuckers really don't give a fuck what you got going on. Niggas don't, as long as you get out their motherfucking way, you could be Jesus. You know what I'm saying? The most attention Jesus might get is at the subway station. If he's singing. You know what I'm saying? Just being real. New York is one of those really active, moving towns. Nigga, I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm either trying to go to work. I'm trying to leave work. I'm trying to get to some cutty. I'm trying to do a business meeting. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to beat the line to the Starbucks because the motherfucker, they keep putting them everywhere around this motherfucker, whether I want them here or not. So let me at least partake and get me some shit. You know what I'm saying? Type environment. So I'm sure Cardi B is like, man, leave me the fuck alone. The people in the streets left me the fuck alone. So please, in the tweets, leave me the fuck alone. Because nobody was bothering her in the clip. Right? Niggas was in that motherfucking S-Bucks getting their stuff. We didn't, when the motherfucker put the camera on her, it was her in the middle of the goddamn sidewalk. No paparazzi, no screaming fans, nobody bothering her, nobody asking for autographs, at least not at the time that we saw on the camera. She was on the phone, seemed like she was having a important conversation. But yeah. So I get why she's saying, calm the fuck down, calamate. But on the flip side of that equation, you are pregnant. You're in a very vulnerable position, whether you want to believe that you are or not. You're not going to be able to defend yourself in the same capacity that you would if you weren't with child. You definitely don't want to put yourself in a position where somebody or anybody could just run up on you and try some shit, especially if you got enemies, which you do. And you're a celebrity. You're a high-profile celebrity walking around, and your reflex time may not be all the way what it was. You know what I'm saying? You just had a recent injury, you know what I'm saying, where you fell and hurt yourself and could barely walk and stuff like that, had to get back on your feet. So yeah, you definitely want to have some people around to make sure that you're good. Even if it's people that we don't necessarily see, right? Because there is some celebrity security that can, like, while you doing what you doing, they can kind of scale themselves back or put themselves in a position where they're not just like readily hovering over you. You know what I'm saying? But they there. And if something were to pop off, they're trained and ready to go for whatever's coming within a split couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? So even having something like that will work to your advantage. But just being out here solo dolo, I don't know. You know what I mean? I get it. I understand the desire to do so, but you know, I ain't saying you a president or no shit like that, because you ain't. But you just want to be careful. You don't want to find yourself in a compromising position, right? Moving on to Glo. So GloRilla, you know, she's been glowing up out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I've commented on her glow up a couple times on the channel, and I'm happy to see it. I'm glad that she's doing it. She got, you know what I mean? She got her teeth done a couple times. The teeth look good. You know, she's gotten breast implants, that's something she wanted, it helped her build her confidence. Hey, go for it. You know what I mean? I'm not into the body shaming over here. And she recently did that video with her collab with Rob49 to promote the song, where she was basically she was topless, but she had her arms covering her breast and she's rapping the song or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Well, when I saw it, I was like, whatever. You feel me? I wasn't necessarily enticed by it or anything like that or mesmerized. It seemed a little awkward to me because she seemed like, she's still building up that confidence. But you got to go through the building phase to get to your destination. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't my favorite video. But y'all see, I didn't come out talking about it. I didn't bash her for it. I just let that shit roll with the rest of the news. I didn't even talk about it. Well, this lady on TikTok came out and she basically shitted on GloRilla. And not only GloRilla, but just the female rap genre as a whole. And basically, you already know what she said. She's tired of the over-sexualization of GloRilla and women in hip-hop, right? So let's go ahead and just pull up this this young lady with her critique, and then we'll move on with the show, okay?
I'm kind of disappointed with Glo. I was scrolling this morning and seeing the video that she just dropped of the remix with Skilla Baby, Mama or whatever. And it's like, you standing there just completely nude at the top. And, you just holding your chest, which to me, she looks extremely uncomfortable. Looks like she's completely out of her element. They are really trying to black women out. All they want us to represent is our bodies. They sexualize us, and the only thing they want us to put out is our bodies. Our sexiness is everything is about our bodies, our looks, just the sexual energy. Like GloRilla didn't even need the sexual energy. She was so cool the way she was, her, Core Lorraine. But to see these two girls go from how they were to how they are now, it's like I can't help but to just say this stuff is true, and it's sad to see.
All right. So that's what this young lady had to say. And she basically alludes that, women in music and entertainment and just the world, period, are in a slutted out phase. That was one of the bleeps in the video. And while I do understand where she's coming from and I can understand her critique of the situation, I think a lot of people a couple years ago said the same thing about WAP. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of outrage around that record with Cardi and Megan Thee Stallion. There was a lot of men out there that definitely bashed that record, and that was kind of like one of those times where it felt like the fun police were definitely clocking double shifts. You feel me? That's what that reminds me of. Like, ma'am, you have the opportunity to surround yourself with whatever you choose. It's 2024. It don't matter what the fuck you're into. You could get it somewhere, and somewhere it might be legal. Okay? So, if you don't want to consume sexual hip-hop, let me be the first to tell you, there is a whole host of non-sexual hip-hop. There's a whole host of artists that don't want to be sexualized in no type of way. You would do amazing supporting them. You would be probably their favorite person if you put some money in their pocket. Go listen to their music, run their streams up, show up to their concerts. Support what it is you want. Okay? Now, I can understand if we're talking about artists that are only selling sex with no substance. You know what I'm saying? That can't rap at all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be tough on like Ice Spice. I don't feel like she's a good rapper in no way. And I'm not trying to like shoot a stray at her today. But y'all know who I like and who I don't when it comes to rapping, right? So if you're a terrible rapper and you're just trying to like fool motherfuckers into supporting you and you using your body, hey, I'm going to call it out from a talent standpoint. But if people choose to support that, if people choose to get behind that, I'm not going to say this is the end of the world, right? Even the other lady that I don't talk about on this channel, the red one, you know what I'm saying? I only really don't talk about her because I feel like she's pushing a problematic agenda that I think extends beyond music, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. Even with that, we all make our decisions on who we support, who we don't. But at the end of the day, who do you like, right? Is it the fact that you don't like GloRilla? Is it the fact that you like GloRilla's project and you didn't like that video? You felt like, oh my God, she's doing something drastically different. Oh my God, she's trying something new and it's making me uncomfortable. If that's the case, you got to take your ass back in the house, right? Because that's what artists get paid to do, is try shit. Sometimes it's going to get criticized. That cha-cha-cha shit, it got criticized. She had to go sit her ass down for a minute and figure out something new. Right? But for the most part, what Glo been doing in 2024 has been widely accepted. It's been widely, critically acclaimed. People want to see GloRilla win. As a matter of fact, for something that wasn't like super overly sexualized, what is it? Wannabe? I think Wannabe just hit the charts or some shit. Let me make sure I'm getting this correctly, because I don't think it just hit the charts, but it just like, all right, GloRilla's Wannabe featuring Megan Thee Stallion secures the #1 spot on this week's U.S. Urban Radio. She's now the first female rapper to have 3 records in the top 10 at Urban since Nicki Minaj in 2015. Right? So the Wannabe record with her and Megan is the #1 song in Black Urban Radio. A song that's been out for what? Damn near 3-4 months now. And it's growing. Most songs that are in that 3rd, 4th month phase would be declining. Most songs, before they even get to that phase, are declining. So if that's doing that, and you like GloRilla, if you liked GloRilla as the tomboy, which she still portrays herself, she still goes back and forth between tomboy, right? Sometimes she'll do the really baggy pants, but then she'll have on like, a revealing top or some shit. But this is entertainment, man. What the fuck do you want? Right? All the iconic women in hip hop have had looks. They've done risque things. And then they turned around and they gave you a glam and they gave you a, you know what I'm saying? They gave you a fully covered look and they still look good. Like, that's the duality of life. Some days you wear shorts, some days you wear pants, some days you wear sweats. What the fuck, man? Let this one, hey, support Wannabe on radio. Turn that shit up. But that's the eloquent version. I'm going to let GloRilla tell y'all how she feel about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be nice to y'all compared to Glo, because Glo don't give no fucks and never will. So hear what she got to say.
How you saying about, oh yeah, because y'all had so much to say, because I previewed the and I was dancing to my son holding my titties. Don't worry about what me and my titties doing, bitch. Balling. Tell me some oh, the label is making GloRilla do this. Label that made me do shit.
Ain't
Gonna
gonna
be a
do
hoe.
a goddamn thing.
Gotta say, a hoe gonna be a hoe, regardless.
Ain't got nothing to do with the label doing.
Y'all just be swearing, like, do like everything I do, I be wanting to do it. Like, y'all gotta learn how to just mind your business sometimes. Yeah, GloRilla just trying to do this. GloRilla trying to get some hoes. That's what I'm trying to do. You, what's that like? I'm looking for the hoe. Bo's a third trap. What's up? Where the that's what that about. It ain't about no label making me do shit. It's about me looking for some hoes. So, if you a hoe and you want me, DM me.
Quietly, guys. Quietly.
I just had to lay it out there because y'all always thought, oh yeah, they trying to over sexualize clothes like she was such a tomboy. I was a tomboy when I ain't had no titties. I got titties now. Dumb.
Told y'all, Glo ain't gonna play with y'all. you might want to Glo hire me for your eloquent version of the bullshit. Like let me just goddamn tell nigga what it is, and then you have to come for the reinforcement. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do the reinforcement first, they're gonna say you aggressive. They're gonna say you mad, you angry, you ratchet as fuck. But to that point, we discovered GloRilla doing ratchet shit with her friends. We discovered GloRilla twerking on top of a motherfucking car in traffic. That's who GloRilla came out as. Fuck nigga free. Who did you expect her to be? Who did you expect her to become? You wanted you thought GloRilla was Brandy from 94, didn't you? How? Come on, man. Now, among the critics of female rap, we did recently have Uncle Luke. We did have Mr. Luther Campbell. I told y'all, man, I don't fuck with Luke. Salute to his music, salute to his contributions to hip hop. But I don't fuck with Luke. He one of them broken clock type niggas that be right every now and then. But he basically came out and said that all the ladies in hip hop owe him royalties for allowing this I guess raunchy style of music to thrive. And although I do understand where he's coming from because he was the first, nah, nigga, that ain't how we doing it. Cause if we doing that, then we all should be paying motherfucking I don't even know the nigga we would be paying. Who was the first rapper, period? Like who was the first nigga to say I'm finna rap and pop my shit today? Cause it wasn't them goddamn hip hop hibba niggas. They weren't the first rappers. They were the first mainstream rappers. You know what I'm saying? Where that nigga at? Who the first rapper, period? Everybody need to be paying him royalties because without him picking up a mic and spitting some bars, none of us would be here. Right? Who was the first nigga to rap on camera with an athletic hat on? You know what I'm saying? With a sports team on his shit. Who was the first nigga to do that? Let's all pay that nigga royalties because we now wear motherfucking sports teams and athletic gear on a daily basis. Let's pay royalties for that. Y'all, hey man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Ever since I got sick, my filter has dissolved. I told y'all that shit the other day. You niggas is finna catch this work for the rest of 2024. I don't give a fuck, man. And I say it all with love. I love everybody. I respect everybody. But I don't fuck with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to fuck with me. You know, some people have left the channel and, you know, God bless. But we going to keep it honest on this over here, man. We don't keep it honest. We not going to be disrespectful to anybody. But come the fuck on. Did you charge Trick Daddy to carry on your legacy? Does he pay you royalties? He is a direct descendant of you. Where's his royalties being paid? Did you charge Trina? Did you charge Ross? These are the niggas from your backyard. Where? Please tell us where your royalties are being reported for them before we get to everybody else. Okay? That's, in the interest of fairness, since we're giving directives and stuff. But let's get into what this nigga talking about. Had to go get the video while I talk my shit. Here this nigga go.
I need a check from Ice Spice. I need a check from Sexy Red. All the fucking girls, Megan Thee Stallion. Anybody that's running around shaking their ass. Male rap is on some shit right now. I'm sorry. The females are winning. They're doing everything that I did. I'm still waiting for these girls to send me a fucking check. I need a check from Ice Spice, who turned her ass around and dropping it like it's hot and doo-doo browning. I need a check from her. I need a check from Sexy Red. That Red, my friend. My man Stan. Shouts out to Stan. Stan the man. I don't need a check from him. That's my dog. That's his record company. All the girls, Megan Thee Stallion, anybody that's running around shaking their ass, talking about pussy and dick on the record, y'all need to send me a check. Send me a check. Just stop by with the check and say, thank you, Uncle Luke, for allowing us fighting, going to the Supreme Court, allowing us to be able to say what we're saying on the records. And we're whooping these men right now because we doing our thing. That's going to go viral.
Yeah, that's about the only thing you're going to receive is virality, my boy. You're going to go viral. Hopefully you monetizing on your Instagram. Hopefully you're getting a Reels check this month for putting content out, because that's about the only money you're going to receive from anybody outside of booking your shows, receiving royalties from the music that you created because you did own it. You were one of the first to do that. We salute you for that. You are a pillar of independence. Before that shit was a cool thing to do. You've got plenty of redeemable traits to show like, yo, Uncle Luke did some monumental shit in hip hop. Absolutely. The subject matter that you brought into the game has definitely been reused and flipped, right? But how many niggas call themselves conscious rappers are paying Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five and all them niggas, goddamn Melly Mel and shit? How many niggas are paying him royalties for talking about what's going on in their neighborhood via hip hop? It's fucking stupidity. Salute, nigga. You brought the freak shit to the game. Salute. You did that. I'm sure when motherfuckers see you out, they give you the love and respect, you know what I'm saying, that I won't give you. So, come on, man. I'm sure Lil Jon gives you all the love and respect that you could ever receive because he was a version of an Uncle Luke in, you know what I'm saying, years later. As a matter of fact, he started out in bass music directly coming from your family tree. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't know the history on this shit. But because certain people do, if you need royalties for what it is that you did because you feel like a new generation is doing a version of it, then everybody that started some cool shit needs royalties for what it is that they do. And everybody is going to go broke because it ain't going to be enough motherfucking royalties to go around. Niggas is going to lose homes and everything. It ain't going to be no more music. Ain't going to be no more recreations. And you know what's going to be left? The labels are going to go and get AI, model it based on everything you did, all the new generation, everybody else, all the niggas that was actually going to the studio creating the music will be homeless, and they'll just go produce some old shit that sound like you from a non-human person. Okay? That's what's going to happen. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas got me hot. I'm just trying to cool off, man. I'm just trying to cool off, man. Let me take these long sleeves off when we get down to this video, man. Y'all niggas got me hot. Oh, man. You play stupid games, you win a stupid prize. Let me know what y'all think of all of this shit down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.